because muzarabe sinzi, I don't know if there's like studies about that, mugabo abavyeyi most of the time abantu bari successful bazokubwira ati jewe I grew up with parents that told me I could do anything. So if you have a parent that tells you every day ati umviriza, even if you want to be someone that sweep the floor, make sure you're the best guy around town. That guy is going to do his job, man, like it's nobody's business. And you're gonna be so great at it. Kubera your parents told you you can do anything. Kandi, you can achieve anything.
Speaking of parents, some people are not that close. Bless you. Some people are not that close to their parents, and they cannot talk back at all. Not right away or after. They just spend their whole lives thinking that that's how their parents think of them. Like your parents may tell you maybe that you're an idiot. Yeah.
Stop telling your kids that, man. You're worthless, bro.
So hey Angel, you're doing great.
Hi friends, I'm doing amazing.
Yeah, welcome in the BEAUGARS.
Thank you.
Peacemaker, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, we call you Katabarwa.
Yeah.
I know you like that name.
Yeah. Katabarwa, Phedo Kat.
Yes.
Any.
We are using now Katabarwa.
Yeah.
And me, I'm Prince. And we are welcoming you today on this topic. We're going to talk about mental health in youth. So now, but let me start saying this. Correct, I think about it. Do you see that time ugira umuntu this thing? Noneho akaitaba like you're offending me or this stuff, and you be like, no, let me not talk about this. I don't think you have seen that. Okay, let me tell you. Do you see that time you are talking with your parents and you did something and you don't think it's a bad?
Mm-hmm.
And when you start explaining yourself, your parents will be like, hey, that kid now is
arguing.
Yeah, I started to stuff like that. What? No, and they'll be like, sometimes let me stop not talking or those things. Like or it's bad. Because sometimes I since about this and to be like too much inside me. And it's going to be not good for my mental health, I think. So maybe like what?
Who starts? Me? Okay. Me, I think sometimes your complaints they're valid, but your parents don't want you to answer, to talk back, you know. They take that as you're disrespecting them, or you don't want to hear anything that they're saying. And I think the best way to handle that is just stay quiet. And when your parents like forget about it, or like after like an hour or two, you can raise that again and tell them how you felt, you know. And it may be hard for some of us depending on how close you are to your parents. And I mean, yeah, that's what I think. But yeah,
maybe in Africa, the next day when you are raising that question again, there will be another problem.
Yeah, there might be, but if you think you cannot hold on to it, just address it. Yeah. Marlène?
For me, I really think, as you said, it really depends on not even just your parents, like any issue really that you have with someone. it really depends on the relationship we have with them. Because for someone to listen to you, akumviriza your emotions, akavuga ati, okay, this person is telling me about how they felt, and for the person not to take it personally, akakumviriza really, akavuga ati, okay, let me try to understand ivyo ariko arambwira. Uteza kuraba ati, how close are we with that person? Eske uyu ni umuntu truly that listens? Kuko you need to find someone that listens. Okay, let me listen to what you have to say. Hama let's try to find like a solution to that. So I think you go, if for example you're talking with your parents and you get to a point where bariko barakurengera, like, and you see they're really being unfair to you and you feel some type of way about it, it's not good to bottle up emotions, because at the end of the day you really need to like let go of that. But I think it's wiser to first let the emotion pass. Speaking from a place of emotions is never going to be a good thing, because you're always going to be overreacting, change, overstimulated. So speaking from a place of gati, right now I'm angry, so I'm speaking to you from a place of anger. That's not a good thing.
You may even say something you don't mean.
Yeah, it's going to make it worse, because you're not being wise about it. You're just being emotional about it.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it would be wiser to like take a step back, kavuga ati, reka nje kwiyumvira igituma that thing triggered me. Kuko nuza kuja kubwira umuvyeyi wawe ngo ati ngo warambabaje, and then he's gonna be like, why bikubabaje? Like, you have to sit down, kavuga ati, I felt hurt because when you said this and this and this, I thought about this, Changi, I felt this and this in my heart, and you were being unfair to me, kwera this and this and this and this. Like, bring facts on the table. And kukubwira umuntu ngati urashavuje akakwaza ati, why? Kumbwira just kubera unshavuje, that's not really like now biza kuja off it, because the person is going to be like, you don't even know why you're mad. Changi, why you're feeling the pain. You're just feeling a pain and you don't know why. So I think it's wiser kuvuga ati, don't talk right away. Kubera na wewe you're triggered, but you don't even know why you're triggered. Like, nurafata umwanya, nurafata the step back, you kuvuga ati, okay, I've got triggered, mugabo why? What triggered that feeling? Ya kumva umengo ndarengewe or something like that. Ugafata umwanya ukavyumvira, and then the next day you come back uvuga ati, that's how I felt because of this and this and this, and it triggered something in me. And I think it's the way people receive what you say is independent to you, like natural.
Yeah.
If they react badly, it's on them, mugabo, it is your responsibility kubisohora neza, to make sure whatever you have in your heart is well communicated. Afterwards ibyo baza kubikoza umva, it's their responsibility, it's about them.
But I think personally, people, when they have emotions, that's when they are vulnerable, because they be able to share what they think. Maybe next time when they are sharing what they think, they try to change it. Have you seen, like, when you are arguing with someone, there is that person is going to share who they are, like the real him or her, and those things are keep telling me, like, I will wait the next day to share what I think. I don't think they're going to change, like, okay, to make it not that bad, I will try to change this thing and this thing, and they are not going to express themselves.
Those are people badashaka ingorane kandi batari true to themselves.
Those people, I think they are sharing what they think now. No, like,
the
real them. The real them.
Abuvuze ngo the next day bacha bahindura ibintu ngo.
I don't think that's.
Ona uvuze ngati ngo hari abantu bacha babihindura bakavuga ati, for me not to make it bad, they can be downplaying, umuntu nk'uyu onya downplaying my emotions yiwe for kugira ntabi making it bad. That's someone that's not like aware ya ama emotion yiwe, kavuga ati, I'm still trying to please the other person. You know, uracyagerageza kuba novuga gute to make it smooth for the other person. Mugabo, you're not true to yourself.
But I think those things can happen kugira ngo like the relationship.
Hey.
Like let's say tuvuge ko there's no this time uba ushaka like kugira ngo the relationship you have with someone itaza kugenda because you say this thing. Or like that person, okay, let me say what I think. What happens, I don't care.
Go ahead.
I think sometimes you should not judge a person because of what they said when they were angry. Well, sometimes you should judge them, but sometimes you shouldn't, because sometimes it's not them speaking, it's their emotions speaking. And
that's cool. Personally, I think that's cool. When emotions are saying.
No, so I may tell you
what.
I can tell you that I hate you.
Yes.
When I'm mad at you.
Yeah,
no, you can't mean it.
If you don't mean it, because that's the thing with emotions. It's like and then the next minute you're like, but why did I say that? That's so mean. Okay. Like, can do regret? That's really not something that I think. Mugabo, just because I'm angry, that be so in that we Mugabo, that's not what I think.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
you can say things you don't mean it.
Okay. And they're saying it's just because of the anger.
Yes.
Mugabo, deep down in their hearts, I really don't think that.
Yeah.
I really don't think you're like that. Mugabo just said it. They don't say it kubera they think yuko it's true, but bivuga ko barazi yuko if I push that button uwo muntu araza kubabara reka ndamubabaze kubera ndamushavuriye.
Yeah. And like I may tell you to do something and you do it wrong, and I tell you that you're stupid, and deep down that's not what I think. Yeah. So you shouldn't judge people because you shouldn't judge them based on what they said when they were angry, because they're also under that pressure of who wins or who loses the argument. You know, that's why people argue, because everyone wants to win the argument. So they'll say anything to win the argument, even things that don't mean, you know. But speaking of parents, some people are not that close. Bless you. Some people are not that close to their parents, and they cannot talk back at all. Not right away or after. They just spend their whole lives thinking that that's how their parents think of them. Like your parents may tell you maybe that you're an idiot. Yeah.
Stop telling your kids that, man. You're worthless, bro. That bruise people. Don't say nachumaze to your kid.
I think it depends on some kids, because there are some kids who are worst, like the third kids in your family who is going to go out every time doing this, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Where did I get this kid?
Okay, Mugabe, justement, telling someone you're worthless, nachumaze nahuzogira, nahuzoja, that's not gonna make them be a better human being, Washa. And if you start telling them that when they're kids,
pushing them.
No, you're not pushing them. You're nukuji. Muze murabe muri psychology. They tell you kubyina umuntu ko atachamaze, you're not helping them. You're not nachuri bufashe ngo babyire ngo that's encouragement to do better. That's going to make a kid think yuko, because muzarabe sinzi, I don't know if there's like studies about that. Mugabo abavyeyi most of the time abantu bari successful bazokubyira ati jewe I grew up with parents that told me I could do anything. So if you have a parent that tells you every day ati umviriza, even if you want to be someone that sweep the floor, make sure you're the best guy around town. That guy is going to do his job, man, like it's nobody's business. Kandi, you're gonna be so great at it. Kubera your parents told you you can do anything, Kandi, you can achieve anything. that you want in life, and you're gonna be so good at it, umuntu aza kukubwira ati ngo ntacyo umaze. Really, when everyone else around is telling you yuko maybe you're stupid, change you're dumb, change, because people are mean, that they're jealous yuko you're smart, and they're trying to to bruise you, to break you, kugira like bakwiba kazi, change bakwibe like a reward or something like that, bakakubesha yuko you're stupid. Trust me, this is not going to help you. It is really kuko. No matter how problematic a kid is, I'm sorry to say that, but your kid are as better as you are. So if you have problematic kids, maybe look into you. Kuko nta mwana afise abavyeyi bari proper. Maybe if that kid has personal issues, ayandi tutazi. Mugabo nta mwana afise abavyeyi bari proper. Baza bakamubwira yuko you're amazing, you're doing a great job. They help you out, bakakumbisha yuko, okay, it's okay to fail, urashobora kwihenda, you go back there and you try it again and it's going to be fine and it is okay. Nta mwana vrama azovuga ati ntacyo yabaye mu buzima, and akakubwira ati ngo I failed because my parents told me yuko I could do anything in life. Nta muntu uzakumva kubwira gutya oya. Mugabo umuntu uzoramubwira umwana wose ngo ati ngo ntacyo umaze ari wowe muvyaye vrama. How is he gonna think yuko he's of any use in society?
Ako there are some complementary words. Ashobora kubwira ngo ntaho uzagera nukomeza gukora ibi ngibi.
Ego, mugabo kubwira ati ntacyo umaze. That's arashobora kubwira ati be responsible. Kuko if you keep going out and get wasted every day, as a parent nanje nabikubwira ati if you keep going out ukagera wasted, that's reality check. Mugabo kubwira umuntu, for example, babavyeyi bakubwira ati ngo utabaye wa mbere you're stupid. Change because you got like bad marks like once or twice, bakubwira ati ntacyo uzavamo. That's lying to a kid. Like you're not tumashaka kwiga vrema. You see? Joe, I'm against it. Personally, I'm against those kind of talks.
We all are.
Kuko naho bimutwara umwana. It's just going to take you in a bad place. And if your kid is problematic, actually sit down with him. What is it that you don't have? Kuko most of the time, again, it comes back to mental health.
And also, now twese tukaba abambere.
Ntibikunda.
School, I believe that school tests memory and not like your actual ability. And ntago wagenda kuri ibyo ngo ubwire umwana wawe ngo ntaho uzagera.
Urashobora gusanga uri utari school smart, mukasanga uri life smart. Baba billionaires bose batagiye ku ishuri, that's how they do. Kasanga ntibagiye ku ishuri.
Does it mean you have to
hari abantu basha nukuri kandi je ndabazi. I had a classmate. He really wasn't good at school, but this guy is amazing in business. Like when he's working, he's really kandi ukabona vrema yuko akora neza. Mugabo in school vrema naramuraba nkavuga ati sham, seeing that you're struggling, we're all struggling. Mugabo, I can see you're struggling more than us. I'm really sorry for you.
Another example, the school that I did primary at, they didn't like the owner, the principal never went to school.
How?
The owner, the founder.
Yes.
Yeah. He never went to school, but now he has a school and some businesses. He's very rich. Like we're not against school, but
it's not all about school.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You can be smart, like you can be life smart. They have very good grades in class, like cause one of some straight A's. Hey, wait, what tell me about because they do not have communication skills, because they do not know how to ask for things. Ugasanga, they won't find jobs, not because they're stupid, because they have a lot of knowledge. Mugabo, they do not know how to use it in the world. Mubuzima busanzwe nahabijana of it. So you can, that's why ndavuga ati nta mwana ushobora kubwira ngo ntacumaze because he didn't like get good grades in class. Kuri urashobora gusanga your kid is supposed to be an artist, aba artist ntibakeneye kujya ku ishuri. They might be bad at physics and biology, but he's good at drawing, he's good at painting, he's good at singing. mufashe mu vyo azi mu vyo ashoboye mu vyo akunda apana kumubwira ngo ntacyo umaze mu bintu byose.
Yeah, they'll be artists and then they'll hire someone to do the mouth for them. Yeah.
My brother niwe yamavuga ebyira mama wanje ngo I don't need to like be good at school because when I grow up I'll hire someone to do my account kumu accountant wanje. I'll hire someone to manage my millions. Mama kamura bati wa mwana akamura ati nukuri jewe I'll hire someone that went to school that got good grades kugira managing my millions. I don't need to to know how to manage the millions. I'll have someone that knows how to do that. So rumba.
Okay, back to the point.
Yeah.
How do you think the environment that you're in and what they say about you, like at your home, like in your peers, how do you think that affects your mental health?
That affects a lot. Ni hariho analogy nkunda bavuga yuko ngo a monkey, a fish that's told to climb a tree will always be stupid to
stupid.
No, he will always be stupid to the monkeys that told him how to that asked him to climb the tree. So where would you come in our monkeys? Try to climb the tree, but you're a fish. Yeah. You're not supposed to be climbing trees. You're supposed to be swimming in waters.
Yeah.
All your life, you're going to feel stupid and inadequate because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. That's not your place to be. So your environment is actually super important. Kuko ariyo post nabonye recently yavuze ati you could be the smartest, most amazing person ever. If you're not in the environment that is sustainable for you, you'll be crap all your life. Kandi, I think that's true, Ram. Kubera, kuburi kumwe n'abantu, for example, batize. Like, they didn't go to school. Change, they didn't go very far in school. Hama, where you want to go gushika a PhD.
Yeah.
Bakaza bakubwira ngo ati ngo ivyo wigira. You see those comments like you think you're smart, huh? Urotona twa the comments duto they do because they're like umwana what is he trying to do, what is she trying to accomplish, like change bakakubwira ati kubera them they don't value school bagashaka kukumvisha yuko school is not important. When you want to do a PhD and you're actually very smart ugasanga basha urahevya amashuri because those people bakubwira ati it's useless.
They make you settle for less.
Yeah, because bobo ataho bashaka gushika canke batabona aho bigiye, they're going to make you feel like it's useless. Canke they're going to discourage you. Kachubivamo vyose.
I think that's the society. Have you seen like the way you start like being influencer? Do you see when you started being an influencer or sharing your things on Instagram?
Do you know how people were having fun? Were making fun of me.
Because they'd be like, okay, the other guy is now sharing things on Instagram, those things, and and when you become like the big, you have your big name, they're going to, I know Marlène, she's my friend. Yeah, I know I have a friend who is a star.
How do you want to do? Yeah, I think you call choosing who you allow into your head and into your heart, it's crucial. Kubintu vyose uzashaka gukora mu buzima. Kubera nushaka kumbwira yuko you want to be an artist, for example, you want to sing. Hamukagumugendana n'aba doctors. They will never take you anywhere. Those people are good, they're amazing, bakora akazi keza, they're smart, but naho bazogutwara. Because they're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Hariho ikintu as Christians hari ibintu bita aba destiny partners, like n'abantu, there are people that God puts in your life for your destiny, because you have a destiny that's there already, a plan that God has written for you. Abo bantu n'abantu Imana ikushirako for you kuzura simba ma steps uja from one door to another to mukachushika to what you're supposed to kushikako. Mugabo our destiny partner, you have to have wisdom yo kuvuga ati uyu muntu, that's someone that's going to help me achieve where I want to be in life. Ukaraba undi muntu ukavuga ati okay, uyu muntu ndamukunda cyane gose mugabo ntacyo azomfasha mu buzima, like nahari karantwara kandi n'umuntu aguma atuma subira inyuma in my ibintu ushaka gukora mu buzima. Umuntu akubwira ati ngo, for example, uramubwiye ngo I want to be an artist, ndafite audition, akaca kubwira ati reka bireke siba uze tujyane aha. That's someone that's blocking you. Mugabo wa muntu mumenyana akaca kubwira ati oh, you're an artist, actually I know a guy that has a studio. They can be introducing. That's a part, like that's a destiny partner. N'umuntu ya Imana yashizeho, kandi those do not have to stay forever in your life. Ashokora umuntu muzinanye mukavugana for like 2 months, he will akakugurira the gates of something, and then you don't speak ever again because yahejeje ivyo Imana yamuzaniye for in your life. Hamukacubandanya nawe kacabandanya, you know. So environment and your circle, people that you hang around with, that's super, super important. If uri kuvuga ibintu vya even for your mental health, kuko urazi kugira abantu misi yose bama bariko barakudraininga energy, biraruhisha vraiment, and you find yourself, you're pouring into people, you're pouring, mugabo uri kumwe n'abantu you're not supposed to be with, ugasanga wowe you're always giving but you're not getting anything. Bikaca bigufrena mu bintu vyawe. So you have to, I think you have to have a time where you're sitting down ukadiscerninga ati who are the people tugendana, who am I, what do I want to achieve in life, where do I want to be in life, what's important for me in life. Okay, now what are the people in my life that I have that are slowing me down? Mazinda bashire kuri side. It doesn't necessarily mean kuba cutting off and you never talk to them again. It can just be stop hanging around with them. Stop kuzurabaha like 60% of your time, of your free time. Maybe give them like 10, change 5, you know? Schedule your time of gati. Okay, this is the percentage of my time. Ndaikate in a way that ndiko humwanya mwishi our destiny partners. I'm giving like maybe 10% to the time wasters. Hari abantu mu buzima bwawe kandi barahari. There are people in your life that are there to waste your time. Kandi I think you could bivuze, it's a free pass to God for kugira uruhuke. Hari abantu bari ngaha anye to waste your time kugira bakuruhura umutwe. You know, when life is getting hectic, hari abantu mujya kubonana, there is nothing you're gonna take from those people. Mugabo bizakuruhura for like 1 hour or 2, and then you go back to working, to doing whatever.
But I think those things, personally, numva ko barakenewe.
Barakenewe. You need
because I think when you take things like very serious, it becomes like too big for you, and it's going to hold you. You think about it many times, and that's bad. Sometimes that's bad. No. I think I will come back to this about setting boundaries. Sometimes, how did you setting a boundaries, and in your circle there are going to be few friends, like 1, 2, and sometimes those 2 people are not in your life after this time, and it's going to be hard. You'll be okay. I don't have friends now. That's going to be bad. Like after coming from work, you're going to come. You don't have someone to tell them about your day. That's bad. That's bad your mental health.
Not really. Honestly speaking, urazi ndakubiza ukuri. As someone who has lived alone, like mu Bufaransa, and as someone who's I am a social butterfly. Like that I'm very sociable. I talk to people. It's really not a problem. Mugabo, really, I'm telling you, sometimes that's worth all the other friends you've ever had. Kandi bikaba bikwiye. Kubera ndakubyiza ukuri, hari abantu bad company iza kumirira nabi cyane. Kuko ego you need to rest in life. Candidate, that's true. Mugabo, God will bring people in your life that are good for you kandi bakuruhurira umutwe. Urumva? Hariyo abantu usanga uvuga ati I don't want to be alone. That's a very bad reason to stay with people, like to stay friends with people. Kuvuga ati ngo jewe ngo I don't want to be alone, but that's why I'm going to stick with that person. Ari very bad, like as a friend ugasanga umugenzi wawe vraiment niki red flag kitavukira ngaho oye, like every time you see them you see red. Every time ugasanga ni ba bantu misi yose it's you who's helping, it's you who's giving, it's you who's there. Mugabo them they're not doing anything. Ugasanga ufise abagenzi nk'abonye bane batanu. Mugabo ufise umuntu umwe wenyene where you're like this person vraiment he or she is a true friend. Ndakubwiza ukuri abo bane wo baheba ukagumuna wowe wenyene. It is worth it. Urumva? Kuko at the end of the day ndakubwiza ukuri na Imana nizofara kuretse ube wenyene. It's not possible. Maybe it's you utari kurabona those people. Kuko nturafata umwanya wo kwishara uvuga ati who is really a friend? Like umugenzi mwiza nuwahe mu bagenzi banje bose. Mugabo wicaye ukarabwa thinking about it, you're always going to find one. At least umwe uvuga ati uyu muntu vraiment with went back and forth ibintu vyarabaye muri twebwe. I know yuko if I call her at 2 a.m. even if tumaze nka 3 years tutavugana and I tell her I'm in need, that person is going to come. Avuga ati what's wrong ukeneye iki? Kandi vraiment you don't need to surround yourself with people that are not a good investment of your time. Kandi for your mental health, you don't necessarily need kuba ufise abantu benshi. Ufise umuntu umwe uvugisha and then ugafata ukavuga ati I'm doing, like for example ukavuga ati I like sports, so you're practicing a sport, you're already helping your mental health. Ukavuga ati aside from sport ndafise ayandi my hobbies, like ndazi cycling cyangwa ukavuga ati jewe nkunda pottery cyangwa jewe nkunda I like to I don't know craft amashapo mu byatsi. Ukavuga ati that's something that I like to do ukabigira. And then on the side you have like your family, you spend time with your family, quality time. Apana time uvuga ati ngo you're always like ko hari ama families usanga mugumanye they frustrate you kuko mushwana. No, you spending a time with people that you feel really comfortable with. Ukavuga ati when I'm with them tuvuye yuko mu mutima I'm good. You don't necessarily need to like, you know, lots of friends. Kandi vraiment umuntu wese kuri nosi, I do not think yuko God has created even one person that doesn't have at least umuntu umwe that care about them. Bavuga ati uyu vraiment n'umugenzi wa vrai. I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. Mugabo, I really don't think yuko God would bring you. Kuko we're social people. We're social animals, let's say. Nta kuntu ushobora kubaho udafise social interactions. Urumva? So umuntu wese arafise umuntu wiwe, arafise abantu biwe, arafise like, you know, their family and everything. Kandi buri mufise abonye biba bikwiye bro.
Or sometimes they have abo bantu ariko they think they're doing what they're supposed to do and then they don't consider them friends, you know, like urugero tuvuge ngo wenda ntabwo ufite inshuti nyinshi sibyo ariko ufite wenda nka bro wawe sibyo akwitaho n'iki ariko ukumva yuko abikora kuko agomba kubikora rero ni bro wawe ariko yaba inshuti yawe rero ukavuga uti nta nubwo ari inshuti yanjye n'izi inshuti mfite nabo nta kintu amariye n'iki ukavuga uti I'm all alone in this world.
But already having, I mean, honestly speaking, my brother is my friend. Like, I don't, okay. What I was going to say to some friends become family. It happens, but some family can also be friends.
Yes.
It's friendship, family, like my relationship, your family, all that, those are relationships. So it could be your best friend is your mom, could be your best friend is your grandma, could be your best friend is your uncle, could be your best friend is your brother, your sister. Change could be your best friend is umuntu that's like 50, mukorana ku kazi, mwahuye, and this guy is like, you're 20, he's 50, and you guys bond. It doesn't really matter who he is as like a person, like who is to you, like it's ni mama wanje, ni brother one, but it matters what's the relationship, like how genuine is that relationship with that person. So you really don't need friends, let's say, in life to feel you can fulfilled. You get friends because you want, like, Jewa, I'm not gonna be friends with you because I need your friendship. Never. You're never going to be friends with someone because you need them. That's a very selfish way of making friends. I become friends with you because I look at you and I want to be friends with you. So I'm going to put a lot of intentions in building my friendship with you. Ndaza kugira my efforts, you know? So even if you say it's about the relationship that you have with that person, and umaze kurunga a relationship that's genuine with someone, I think it does help a lot moving in life. Kuko ufise at least that one person mvugati ndashobora kwicara nkavuga ati nukuri vraiment today was not a good day, kandi this and this and this happened, kandi akakumviriza akaca kura bakakubwira ati nukuri nyimba ari kujyamo ujyame, nyimba ari kurira urire, nyimba ari gufungura ufungure, do you and get better. Akakurindira yuko you getting a better.
Gusa after some time nashatse like, okay, let me come back, let me try to find some friends, talk to people. Niho natangira like to start talking with my mom, because there's this time najyaga like, okay, I don't want to share much with my mom, maybe she's going to judge me or this stuff, what I don't know. Noneho nagira kongera kuvugana nawe, ninjye n'ikintu mvuga tukareba ko kundi uri kuvugana n'abajama bakavuga ati hey man, what's happening, tumeze bite, reka dusohoke ko my mom akunda kujya out, like in a kwenda kubyo kambwa don't like it. My mom like love to go out like once in a week. It's not like that show, like going out for a brunch or going out with her friends. Noneho akaza nyine tugasharinga stuff like that. Njye navuga personally byaramfashije. Gusa it wasn't enough because there's some things I can't talk with her. I need like someone at my age tuweze kuvuganaho. I can't tell my sisters because they also have their problems. Sibyo? Like noneho hakazaho cya kibazo cyo kuvuga ati okay, ndakora here like that one friend or two friends, and they'll be like, okay, come you, or I need you. Like, I need you to come. Ndumva biri buze kuba contrary n'ibyo muri kuvuga, like those things, kuvuga ngo I don't need that many friends, but personally those many people they baramfashije. And n'ikindi kintu sinzi nabo kizi, like is it a proverb, I don't know, bavuga ngo if you want to go far, go with many, is it go with many people, or if
That's different.
I'm saying you can't go anywhere when you have only one friend.
You can.
You need how?
I think I understand what you mean.
Yes.
And I can try to illustrate it with Imana. Like, you see the way in the Bible God is called many names.
Yes.
Bakubwira yuko there is God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Sivyo?
Holy Trinity.
Yeah. Bakakubwira yuko umva bafite gute Jesus, the Son of Man, it's God. So wewe iyo wemeye Jesus, you become, first of all, you become, muri Bible bakubwira yuko you become the spouse, kuko there is an alliance between wewe ni Imana, and Jesus is like the way
Yeah.
through God. So you become the spouse of Jesus. You also are a child of God. So urumwana. You also are the brother. Kuko bakubwiye ati, Jesus is the brother that's sitting on the right of God, like on his right. Urumva nawe we ni wapfa ni uzaja. So you're his brother at the same time. Urumva, you're not one role. Kandi Jesus is not one role for you. Urumva, he's your brother, he's your spouse, he's your father, because he's God. And bakakubwira yuko God is a provider. God is a consoler. God is a father. God is a friend. God is not one person. Like, he's not like one role, not fulfilling a one role. He fulfills all the roles that you need in your life. Mugabo, all that to say, yuko, that shows you yuko, mubuzim. Even God knows yuko, you do not need, unukeneye just a spouse. Kuko hari ibintu batwigisha in church barakubwira yuko, as a child of God, there is an access you get kuman, because you're a child. Hari ahantu uzoshika. Mugabo, as a spouse, hari yindi level ucujamo. Urumva? Kuko ibintu ubyira umwana wawe sibiza kubyira umugabo wawe cyangwa umugore wawe, you know? And as a father, there is hariho a kind of like hariho a role that he plays on you. Hama urafite ukuntu uteza kwifata in front of God the Father. Urumva? Hariho ukuntu ushobora kwikomporta in front of the spouse. As a spouse, I can do this and say this, and I have access to this. So mu buzima bwawe, you do not need one friend. You cannot just have like one mom and it fulfills everything. You cannot just have umugenzi umwe, and kuko that's unfair to you. Kubera umuntu wese ntazoshobora kuguha ibintu byose, kandi that's unfair to the other person, because ntushobora ku-expectinga yuko one person are fulfilling all the roles that you're supposed to have in your life. That's why you are supposed to have parents, both of them. You are supposed to have our siblings. You are supposed to have our kids, and you are supposed to have a spouse, and you are supposed to have kids. Kuko, each and every person wazogufasha on different levels, on different things, bazokumbiriza on different things. Kandi naho nyene nawewe uzoba a different person to those people. Kandi nabo baragukeneye. Your kid needs you as a mom and as a dad. Your spouse needs you as a spouse. Umuvyeyi wawe ukeneye as their kid. You cannot be umuvyeyi wawe. It's not possible. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be a kid. You cannot be your friend's spouse. Stop trying to fulfill ama roles atarayawe. So I think I understand if you had your mom and you couldn't say everything, and then ukavuga you had your sister, and then at some point you had that, and then it got taken away from you, so you didn't have that anymore. So that was something that lacked. There isn't really any solution to that. Kuko nta muntu yakubera ikintu atari. Nico gituma the people who lose their parents, they struggle so much. Kuko you're supposed to have that, and when that's taken away from you, ura strugglinga. Kuko there is something that's supposed to come from that relationship, that he's my dad and he's my mom, she's my mom, that you're not getting. Kanda taundi muntu kuri nose ashobora kuguha. You see? But at least I found yuko the only being that could give me all that at the same time. Yari Imana. Nta wundi muntu kuri nose ashobora fulfillinga all the roles that you're supposed to, to encounter mu buzima atari Imana, because God is actually everything. Kandi it's shown in the Bible yuko arashobora he can punish you and then console you and then bless you and then take everything away and give them back and tell you I love you. And that's how it's supposed to be, you know. And it doesn't change the fact yuko iripanira gukunda and he's giving you all that you need, you know. So I think yuko that's a very tricky position wewe uri put in, kuko uri kugerageza kurondera something in someone that's not fit for the role ushaka kumuha. Ugasanga, for example, that girlfriend of yours, kubera ata wundi muntu wari ufise ubibyira, ugasanga arika fulfilling the role of your mom, of your sister, of your girlfriend, and of your friend at the same time. Ugasanga biri overwhelming. Akavuga ati none uyu muntu, like ibintu byose it's on me. Kandi it's ugasanga like you don't really have an, like, you don't feel hurt by that, by kutahura yuko maybe it's too much for the person. Mugabe doesn't take away the fact yuko mugati, I wish I had someone that I could tell everything, you know.
We also need that someone.
Yeah. Obviously that's gonna be your spouse. Mugabe, your spouse cannot be your kid. You see, your spouse cannot be your mom, for example.
You can also have a friend you tell everything.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah.
Mugabo, tezo gutahura yuko your friend is as human as you are.
Yes.
So apana yuko umubwira ibintu and then you expect them to be perfect.
So is your spouse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So umuntu wese umwakira ukagenda.
And Yvonne, are you done? You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
But I'm not convinced, but it's okay. Let's go.
I'm not convinced now.
Because let me add this. I'm a Christian. Don't think I'm not a Christian because I like God. I pray a lot of times. And I think I call myself like I know God, how He's able, because He done many things to me. Because there's this time you like you need someone around you uri sharing those things, and ari kukwereka like those emotions ko ari kubyakira. He's being like his or her being a person. Kuko iyo turi kuvugana n'Imana, you see signs, but those signs ntabwo ari signs tuvuga okay, this sign is now I can share and I'm getting signs like at the same time. And it's going to take time. And sometimes it's going to be hard. Rero navuga ko like nabyo biri tricky kuvuga ibintu sinzi, ntabwo nabisharingaho byinshi, gusa sometimes icyo kintu kijya kibaho, like ibyo bintu tubyakire ko icyo kintu kibaho cyane. I say like okay, continue.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. So let me share with you a short story. Yeah. So I'm a video editor. I edit for clients online, and I animate cartoons and things. So I spend a lot of time on my desk alone and listening to music or podcasts, you know. So like last year I wasn't going to school, so I was sitting on my desk for like 8 hours a day, and so that's like a big percentage of your day. So I spent so much time working, and I saw my playlist switching from Afrobeat, and I love Afrobeat, to sad music, you know. And I don't know how that transition happened, but it slowly switched from Afrobeat to sad music, and I started enjoying sad music. And when I started listening to sad music, I felt so like how do I say it, like a mental breakdown or a depression, I may say. Well,
because you weren't socially active.
Yeah. I wasn't going out a lot. I was so focused. Like I finished high school with a goal, and I was working towards that goal. So I was working so hard. I have my personal videos I edit, and I have clients videos, so I try to manage that. So it was too much work, and I had to work every single day, and admittedly I wasn't going to church, and and that sad music affected me a lot. And I have one friend, and he was going through a breakup, and this is funny and sad. I shared him my playlist of sad music.
So he gets now, I guess a breakup.
Yeah. No, I gave it to him.
Oh God. That was very sad then. For a guy to think you're breaking up because you shared some music. Like he was like, oh, he can relate.
I gave it to him.
Let me say, these guys, they laugh at me because I listen to Irish, but Irish is my favorite artist in all time. Like these people.
Billie Eilish is a very troubled kid.
Okay, now you're laughing.
Oh yeah, she's good. She's good. Mugabe, that kid is very troubled.
I don't care.
Okay, let me finish.
I like her music.
Mugabe,
I
her
was
music
sharing
is
some
amazing.
things. Yeah.
Let me finish. And after listening to the music for like a week, he came to my place and he asked, why do you listen to this music? And I was like, I don't know, I just enjoy it out of nowhere. So he said, this is not healthy, let's change the genre of music you listen to. And when we did, and he taught me how to socialize. Well, I socialize, but I like when I'm with people, I socialize, but I don't really make efforts to go to meet. You understand? And so he told me that I should socialize more, so I started meeting people and changing my playlist, even when I would be in the gym, I would be listening to sad rap music, like NF.
Yeah. I know enough.
Yeah.
That's how deep you were in the waters. Yeah.
Like it came out of nowhere. Sure. I think
you needed God.
It was because I was spending so much time alone, and that makes you not appreciate like anything, but see everything that's going wrong in your life, and you feel bad, you feel
we're not supposed to be alone.
Yeah,
like we're not people that were created to be twinning. That's why usanga most of the time, I'm sorry to say that, white people, I'm not depressed. Quite white people, they stay alone. Like twinga, and you have people that come and announce so you're never really like physically alone. You're always with people. There's so much social events, social gatherings that you have to attend to. Like there is a social standard that keeps you away from being unsociable. You stay sane, kind of. You're always with people. Because when you're alone, you're in your head. And whatever is going on in your head is not a good thing, especially if you're not like if you're not really constantly like praying or doing meditation or journaling. Like if you're not constantly in your head but in a productive way, usanga wiyishe wenyene, kuko nta kintu. You can be in your head and like meditate. Ugasanga it's going to actually push you to be more aware of people. Ugasanga you're more aware of people, you're more grateful. You feel better. Even when you're alone, you feel better. Mugabo, when you're alone, you're listening, you're distracting yourself. You are not nourishing your mind, and socially you're not doing anything. Anyway, that's going to kill you. Kind of like as you said, you can feel the thing switching. You're not gonna notice it. Mugawa, at some point you're going to sit down and be like, when did I come from, like, I don't know, Davido to NF? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Urabi, you notice it at some point. You're like, what happened? You know? Joey was with writing. I got to a point where I was not writing anymore. But writing is my therapy, and writing is something that like made me very happy. So when I stopped doing that, and I did not notice. It's been like 1 year and a half. Naandika. Like that's weird. That's when I noticed something was off. You know? Because you end up always being in your head. Yeah, my thoughts are weird. And you're not like, I don't know, appreciating life as you were saying.
Yeah. And like when I changed my playlist again, and so my coping mechanism is keeping myself busy, but then I was busy and listening to music, so it wouldn't work. So the only way was to try and socialize and change my playlist, because I realized nothing was wrong with me, but I was sad. And I can't tell this to anyone because I don't know why this is happening. So it's like I can't do anything about it. So that friend told me that I should change my playlist and start socializing more. And now I'm a happy kid.
Yay! We're happy you're happy.
It was actually last year.
We're happy you're getting better.
Yeah. And now I socialize more because I don't spend more time on the desk. You know, I also,
you do other things outside.
Yeah, I go to school and I do this.
There's someone that does like IT. He's a programmer. Like coding, programming.
That's what it does.
Where what he does, it's like every day in the morning. And I was like, walking. Like he walks. Akagenda kicha in a park. Akasitinga karindira. You know, and he enjoys akachata agakor. And when he's done, either he talks to his mom, his sister, he does something that he likes, like to reward himself. Kandi I found you because he can go like 12 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and I found that it was actually a good way of like helping everybody. In your case where you're like, your job requires you to stay locked.
Yeah, alone.
A lot, most of the time.
Like the people you work with them online, and you cannot really meet. You don't have an office, you know, where you meet other people. It's just you on your desk alone, you know. Yeah. So I think I fixed it, I may say. And speaking of which, how do you think the music you listen to affects your mental health? How does it affect the state of your mental health? Because it does.
I could go on for hours on that topic. I would just say, let's keep it short. But I would just say, Yuko, whatever you listen to, those words that you're those words do something to your mind.
Yeah.
Kuko, even in the Bible, irakubjira yuko the tongue cannot be tamed. Like you cannot like this. That's a very powerful tool. Your tongue, even uvuga, the things that you declare. And as someone that's like that's faithful and that like is spiritual about things, you cannot tell me, Yuko, you're going to wake up every day singing songs that basically my lyrics sangari, I'm never going to be happy ever again. I'm never going to get over this situation. Changi, I'm in a deep mess. Changi, you sing songs that are only about like money and sex and girls and like,
that's,
you know,
messed up.
Yeah, but like you're always listening to that.
Yeah.
that's what you're feeding your spirits with. That's what you're feeding your head with. So when that music is off, ikintu uza kuba ufise mu mutwe wawe, what is it?
That's why I was
Ivyo nyene
saying.
uriko urumviriza. So that means that's why jewe abantu bama bariko rambaza ngo, how are you always happy and smiling? I'm like, because I listen to music that even when I turn it off, ndiko ndayumviriza mu mutwe wanje, I want to smile because there is a song nkunda kumviriza that says I'm high on life. Like I'm happy to be alive.
Yeah.
And if you listen to that every morning instead of listening to Billie Eilish, you want to live. I'm sorry. Muzabijire. Do that for like 1 month. Listen to Billie Eilish every single morning.
And then
for 1 month, every time you wake up, you listen to Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Come back and tell us ukuntu wiyumva mu mutwe wawe no mu buzima bwawe after a month. Oh yeah, you're biased. For someone who doesn't listen to Billie Eilish, spend 1 month ukumviriza. And please tell me how your spirit is feeling. Like, muri wewe indani, how are you feeling inside? Come and tell me. Yeah.
It's okay.
But yeah, she's a very great artist. Mugabo Vrema, she's not the best at giving you
the lyrics.
Ushaka kubaho, you know?
Do you know?
No.
Do you know? Okay, let me show you like my TV sales of all time. I know you are going to make it like big. Do you know that TV series called 30 Reasons Why?
13
Yeah,
reasons why.
So that Rowan, he's not even trying. He's not even trying. I'm
there
sorry.
There is even a disclaimer before.
If you're depressed, it's your fault. You are looking for it.
Do you know why? Okay, let me tell you. Do you know why I watched that movie or listened to Bearish songs? It's because like the state of mind, state of emotions I'm in, and the state she shares in her
Mugabo,
songs.
don't you see it keeps you there?
No, I feel like she's listening to my emotions and I'm listening to her emotions. And that's why I listen to songs.
Yeah, Mugabo, it doesn't make you want to get out of there. It makes you want to stay there.
Yeah.
This space is comfortable.
Everyone's
I need someone to listen to me.
You fall into a pit. Like a very deep one.
Yeah. I found someone there.
Let me come. Akachaza kagusa. Instead of kugukurayo, araje kugusa akacha kwicara impande, akacha kugira ati tami. What's wrong? Like you're speaking to the person. Urumva yaje arakana gufasha arikana kumviriza. You're telling them your problem. Muga muricyanye muri pit. He's not trying to get you out. He's not trying to do anything. He's keeping you there. Hamawewe, because he's listening to you, you think he's helping you, when he's just literally keeping you there.
We are in the same situation.
Yeah, Mugabo, like you're not getting out of that.
And that's what I need for now.
Yo, man.
When I need someone to get me out
that's not a growth mindset.
Okay. Okay, then I'm a kid for but let me say, but for me personally, it shapes me to feel like I'm with someone.
Yeah, that understands what you're going through, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nivzi's that to find people you can relate to, it's nice. Mugabo I'm saying, it's not good to stay in that comfort zone. Kuko, that's a zone that it's not the best place to be in. I'm sorry, Mugabo Vrema. It's not a place that you're supposed to stay in. You can fall into the pit. Mugabo, okay, take the time that you need to heal from that broken arm, maybe change a broken leg, change wibabash. So stay there the time you go healing from that. But once you can, please get out of that pit. Stop sitting with that person that joined you in the pit. Find a way to get out. When you get out, you will find other people you can relate to that also got out. Like, you don't really need to always relate to people that stays there. You can also get out and find people that also got out like you. And then you're going to find the same relatable facts, going to find the same feeling yokuvuga ati I can relate to that person. I was once there, they were, now they're not, nanje I'm not. Oh, that's nice, you know, and I relate to them, and it's nice.
Okay.
But it's okay. No,
no, I don't want that. Maybe that's
so you see, you want to stay stuck on Billie Eilish.
Maybe that's why, like at the end of a week, I go out to listen to other songs, stuff like that.
Once a week.
Yeah, it's
and it's enough.
Yeah, I go out and dance, listen to those songs. Okay, coming to an end, I will say like this. How can someone out there can use social media in appropriate way so it will not affect his or her mental health?
First of all, don't follow people that keep you in the pit on social media. Like if you're depressed and you go on and you follow NF, Billie Eilish, I'm sorry to say, no leaves you.
Yeah,
it is true. If you're depressed, you're not okay. And then the only people you follow are people like Billie Eilish and NF. I'm sorry to say, you're going to stay depressed your whole life.
Yes.
Because that's not a way to use social. Like you're supposed to be. First of all, you're supposed to be producing things. You know, as a video creator, you're supposed to create videos. You're not supposed just to be consuming.
Yeah.
Because it distracts you. You're supposed to consume and produce. You can get inspired and produce. You're using social media to get away distracted only. Like it has to be useful, and also use social media to help other people. Because really, if it's not that, you are not the most interesting person on life. Sharing about your life, and people are just there to look at your life. Nobody cares really about your life. It's your life. It's nobody else's. If you're not helping people, like, I don't see why you should be, like, I don't know. If you share things, may them be things that are uplifting people. That's why I don't like when people go on internet to like insult each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, if real life, like really, if atachufuse ki constructive, don't talk.
Okay. I think we should not overuse social media, and you should just set like a time limit. I don't use like Instagram, for example. I don't use it for more than 2 hours a day. Well, it was hard. It was hard for me when I started, but now I can choose it for more than 2 hours a day. And TikTok, I use TikTok like once a week, which is very good. Because I used to use TikTok for like 6 hours a day, and already that's you cannot be productive, you know. And so I think we should not overuse social media, and we should not feel like that pressure. We're not all the same. We're not all in the same situations. Someone may get something before you, and you start comparing yourself to them, and that's not healthy. And I think you should believe that your time will come if you are meant to have that thing, and just work towards it. If you see a really nice car, like I love cars, and if you see a really nice car on social media, and you see like a guy in Dubai who's my age, and he has like a Lamborghini Urus already, and I should believe that I will get it when the time is right, or maybe I won't, you know. But I should work as hard as I can because I'm in my prime, and I think that social media, it can be positive and negative. We can have another topic, another podcast about that, because it's really something
that is big,
deep and deeper into it. And I think you should just like if you follow people who uplift you, and don't follow people who like there are these channels like I used to follow. Uh, are they called channels or accounts? Yeah, I used to follow for like depressed people and was not helping me. I was not depressed, and I unfollowed. You know,
Yes.
like I follow like animators, video editors, video creators, people who say positive things in life, and like follow like those people. And if you use like Instagram for like 2 hours a day, you can you you see better content.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Okay, thank you. For me, my side, I'm not a social media person. I tell you to stop using.